Hello everyone, welcome along to a new video on my channel today. Today we will be reflecting upon yesterday's resounding 4-1 away win at St Andrews where we beat Birmingham, and it takes us back to the top of the Championship, 1 point clear of Bournemouth and West Brom, and a return to form after Saturday's poor defeat away at Blackpool following the return after the international break. Looking at last night's game, it was a game really which I felt we wasn't really at our best. I didn't think we played brilliantly well. I still think there's plenty of room for improvement in this Fulham side, which to me is a massive positive to take from this, that we can still reach better levels and still play better football. I felt for the first quarter of an hour, the first 15 minutes or so, it was quite scrappy really. The pitch wasn't too great, lots of players slipping around, and I felt we struggled to really put our foot on the ball and impose our style of play onto Birmingham, who for the first sort of quarter of an hour were quite good in my opinion. Lots of balls going into the box from wide areas. Mark Roberts got that famous long throw, or well-recognised long throw that was going in from all directions every time the ball went out of play. And with the likes of Lukas Jutkovic in the box, he's one of the best headers of the ball in this division, in my opinion. They're always going to be a threat. And I think the job that Lee Bowyer's done at Birmingham since going in there at the back end of March, following the rather disastrous spell of Aitor Karanka, I think he's done quite well there. He's built a side that played to their strengths, and I think that following a couple of years of fighting off relegation, I think that this year they'll definitely be in and around that top half. Perhaps knocking on the door of the playoffs, I'm not too sure, but it'll definitely be a better season for Birmingham this season. And I don't expect too many teams over the next coming weeks or throughout the whole of the campaign to go up to St Andrews and get 3 points. It's going to be a hard place to go. And I think Lee Bowyer deserves a large amount of credit for the team he's built there, because he's done a really good job to take them from where they were to where they are now in only a short space of time as well. It deserves a huge amount of credit, and I think they'll have a very successful season as well. But as I said before, the game was quite scrappy, really. We didn't create too much early doors, really. We sort of struggled, as I said before, but we did manage to get our first chance of the game. Harry Wilson went through one-on-one with Sarkic. It was a good little bit of play, and we managed to break through a couple of times on the counter-attack, and that was where I felt we looked quite strong last night. We was very quick on the counter-attack. The likes of Bobby deckled over Reed, Harry Wilson were good at stretching the play. And I felt that was, before we scored, I felt that was probably our best chance of where we was going to try and score from, was probably sitting in a little bit and hitting them using our pace we had out wide on the counter-attack. But Wilson, he probably should have scored that chance. And to be honest, he really should have had a hat-trick, really. But it was a good save by Sarkic. The resulting corner comes in. A lovely header from Dennis Odoi to make it 1-0. And Dennis Odoi makes me laugh, as Dennis, in that he's a player who's been at this club for a while now, and every season he still finds a way to get into this first team through the likes of injuries or certain other circumstances. He manages to find a way in and took his goal really well, and then manages to concede a penalty late on as well to deny us a clean sheet. So it was a very Dennis Odoi performance from the word go, to be honest. But he's been a superb servant to this football club. It's his first goal since the playoff semi-final, that magical night against Derby in May 2018, and I was happy for him. A well-taken header. I think you can give the second assist to sort of Chalobah there, really, because if you watch it quite closely, Jeremy Bella's marking Dennis Odoi. As Odoi goes to attack the ball, Bella tries to go with him. Nathaniel Chalobah's quite aware of the situation, comes across Bella, knocks him over on the floor. It's a clear foul, obviously. If the referee sees it, he'll blow up and he'll give a foul, but he doesn't, luckily. So we take the goal and we go 1-0 up. And I felt also that was arguably against the run of play, really, because prior to that, apart from that chance we had before leading up to the corner, we hadn't had too much in terms of a shot on target or anything really, a real proper chance really prior to that. But looking at the goalkeeping situation, I know it's divided opinion a lot on social media, especially after last night as well. Paolo Gazzaniga, I thought he played brilliantly well last night. I felt in the second half in particular, he made some outstanding saves in a game where it was probably his first actual time throughout the start of this season, really, where he's been properly tested for a sustained period of time. In some of the other games so far this season, he's not had too much to do. The occasional pot shot here and there, but in the second half, especially last night, the ball was coming into the box on several occasions. Jutkovic, Dini were all trying to get on, plenty of headers going in towards him. And he made a couple of big saves as well. Good with his hands, good with his legs to get down well, makes a couple of good saves. Although, to be fair to him, in the first half, with the ball at his feet, it was like he had two big bags of cement trapped on his left foot and his right foot. His distribution was absolutely terrible. And that's going to have to improve if he's going to try and be the mainstay in between the sticks throughout the rest of the season, really, because his handling's very good. Made some superb saves, as I said before, but his distribution, there were several times where the ball would go out of play or he'd make a terrible pass into midfield for the Birmingham to pick up and try and turn over the ball and try and get onto us again. And I can see why people want Marek Rodek back in, international goalkeeper, #1 for Slovenia, I think it is. But the way in which Gazaniga played yesterday, some of the saves he made, I think that's just going to justify him to still play for a foreseeable future. And Rodak's got a big opportunity during the week against Leeds in the Cup, which I'm sure he'll play in. So he's got an opportunity to try and show Marco Silva what he can do again. And if he takes that chance well, then it'll give Marco, again, a good selection headache. As we've got in large areas of the pitch, in loads of positions on this pitch, we've got quite a few players, lots of good depth. The left-back position was good. Again, we used a good depth with that last night. Joe Bryan came in for Anthony Robertson. And to be honest, I expected Bryan to play against Blackpool due to the obvious short turnaround from Robertson coming back from America to go up to Blackpool and play at the weekend. But he didn't. He played on Saturday, did Robertson. I like Robbo. I think he's a good player, a very good player who can play at a high level if he wants to, or if he's more consistent, because there's certain aspects of his game really that sort of let him down sometimes. He's a good athlete, gets up and down the left-hand side very well, good pace, good awareness, but certain aspects of his game need to be brushed up upon. Sometimes he's a bit lackadaisical defensively. I know I mentioned about his good awareness, but sometimes he can be caught out sometimes, as we saw with the goal last week with Josh Bowler's goal. And also his crossing can be hit and miss too sometimes. He's not always great at finding that right man in terms of getting the ball into the box. And there's certain aspects of his game which can be improved on. But he's still quite young in his career yet, so he's got plenty of time to work on that and improve that. But it's good that we've got two very good left-backs at this level to rotate from. And I think that's going to come in handy throughout large parts of the season, especially at Christmas too, when the games come thick and fast. But I thought the midfield three was solid again yesterday. I thought Chalobah, he started off quite quiet in the game, but he grew into the game. And he made a nice couple of nice touches, a superb turn to spin his man to win the penalty as well. It was a very, very quality turn to sort of spin his man on the edge of the box, get into the box. Harley Dean sort of catched him on the back of the leg. It's a clear penalty, really. And Mitrovic, again, he played brilliantly last night, took his penalty really well, and his second goal really well as well. He's enjoying playing for Marco Silva, and you can see that a large part of this team are, and in fact the whole squad are. I think what Marco's done with the likes of Mitrovic and John Mikel Seri, players who perhaps weren't happy under under Scott Parker. I know Mitrovic got frozen out under Scott Parker, and I felt Parker's man management of Mitrovic was terrible last season. I think he's a quality player on his day, a Premier League proven striker in my opinion, and the fact that Marco Silva wanted to sign him at Everton was a big plus in terms of how he's going to play this season. He likes him a lot. You can see that Mitrovic is very happy playing for Marco Silva. And while he's happy, he's going to score plenty of goals at this level. He's a very, very good striker, a predator at this level, and I expect him to be in and around the Golden Boot standings come May. Harry Wilson last night, I touched upon him earlier on in terms of not scoring a hat-trick, when I feel like he should have. He had a chance the second half early doors too, before taking his goal. But again, another outstanding performance from him now. I think that's 3 goals and 2 assists so far this season, and that's coming after being sent off against Huddersfield, a straight red card where he missed 3 games, and also coming back after a minor injury away with Wales on international duty last week as well. But what I like about Harry Wilson is, if you compare him to Knockaert and Cavaliero, some of the other wingers we've had during our time in the Championship last time around, he offers so much more than just his attacking work rate and his quality. Defensively, he's solid, he gets back, he supports his right back very, very well. And I just think for the money we've paid for him, or the money we will eventually pay for him, because we haven't paid that money up front to Liverpool yet. I just feel like it was a superb deal. He's a quality player. Marco Silva wanted him as well, which is always a big plus. But the way in which Harry Wilson plays, I'd be shocked if he doesn't get at least double figures for goals or assists this season. He knits this whole front three together, and we took him out of the team on Saturday and we missed him big time, in my opinion. Just that creativity, that wand of a left peg, as we saw with the corner, he put in a beautiful corner for that first goal. And that's what I think we've been crying out for as well. Somebody who can take a dead ball, take a good free kick and a good set piece. It's something we've lacked a lot over the last couple of seasons. And to finally have that extra sort of tool in our arsenal, it's going to come in very very handy throughout the large parts of the season against sort of the more physical teams, where the set piece can sort of be the deciding factor in winning a game or drawing a game. And he's definitely going to be a quality signing for us. I just love watching him play, to be honest. He's brilliant on that right-hand side. He had a great game last night. Took his goal really, really well, following a great pass from Chalobah. And I expect him to build upon that and be a very, very key factor in our successful season, hopefully, going forward. But last night, a great result. Scoring 4 goals away from home against a side who only scored 3, who've only conceded 3 prior to last night was brilliant. We weren't at our best last night, in my opinion. There's still plenty of room to improve on. But it was a superb performance and a much-needed bounce back to form following that defeat to Blackpool. A very lacklustre performance at Blackpool last week as well. But we move on to Reading on Saturday, who've started the season slowly, but they're a very good team. John Swift's in good form, one of the major players for them. Scored a couple of goals during the week as well. And there'll be a tough test. They had a good season last year. Perhaps should have been in the top 6. They were in the playoffs near enough all season, apart from towards the back end of last season when they fell out of the top 6. Got a 3-game week coming up. We got Reading, then we got Leeds in the Cup at home in the Carabao Cup, and then we go to Bristol City away that following weekend as well. So there's plenty of fixtures to be played yet. So Marco's going to have to rotate his squad even more and use that squad to his advantage over the coming weeks, because there's quite a few fixtures still to be played yet before the next break. But last night, a step in the right direction again. A much-needed return to form. Plenty of good performances. And top of the league as well. So it's plenty to be positive about going into Reading. If you did enjoy this, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you on the next one, guys. Take care.